What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Pastor Coco, the Subpar Summoner. Welcome back to another War video, Season 36, War number 7. Let's jump right into it. My team for today... Oh, let me get the right image up here. Hide all these. My team for this war is Nimrod, of course, because there's going to be mutants, Hood, and Mole Man. I believe we're on Path 6 again, so let's jump right into the war and see what goes down. So... once again, on Path 6, usually full of mutants. Today, this war, it wasn't as much. First fight here is going to be this Mysterio. He was my off fight. I wasn't sure exactly who I was going to use here because I had to cover the rest of the path, so all these champs are covering other fights in the war. But I thought I could handle it with Hood. He's rank 3. And fairly high sig, so I wasn't too worried about Mysterio. Plus, I'll get the Mole Man synergy, so I'm not worried about running out of bullets. Hex bullets, they're going to be easy peasy. And this Mysterio went down pretty quickly. So, easy fight to start off the war with my boy Parker Robbins, who's making his MCU debut in the Ironheart show. Looking forward to seeing what he looks like on the big screen, or the Disney Plus screen, I guess. And then we got Sorcerer Supreme on the Aggression Prowess node. I think I used Hood for this fight as well, but I don't remember for sure if that's who I used. Oh, I guess I used Nimrod. I don't know why I used Nimrod. I don't remember what that choice was. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job of getting these videos out in a timely fashion. We're actually in the middle of finishing up the last war of the season, so I'm a bit behind on getting these out. I had a busy week and a half, so I don't remember the reasoning, but I decided I would use Nimrod here. I think because of the prowess, aggression prowess, because I knew Nimrod could remove them, although I think I could have used any of the 3 champs for this fight. But Sorcerer Supreme went down fairly quickly and without too much fuss. And I think, yeah, we did go ahead and do the Icarus fight. I couldn't remember if I did the mini for this first section, but I don't like fighting Icarus. He can be kind of a pain, but I was confident that Parker could handle this here with the invisibility negating some of the problems with Icarus, and then you just got to remember to toss a special to get rid of that power detonation thing that Icarus has. So not a terrible fight. I definitely don't enjoy fighting Icarus too much. If you can bait special ones, you know, it's good. Not too bad, depending on if you get too many energizes on him. I think what actually ends up happening, or that was a different fight. Never mind. You're gonna see a fight in one of these war videos where my special one stun from Hood's shock expiring actually ends up costing me a fight. But let's jump on over to the second section, and we'll continue on. I've got all my videos loaded up so we can do this all in one big go. The next fight is a thing that we're going to use Mole Man. I think that at this particular war, I think I was using Falcon and AQ, which is why I went with Mole Man. And I thought that I could handle this fight, but if I remember correctly, this might be the one where I ended up not doing that well against Thing, but we shall see. So, starting off, not worried about Thing evading, so I can go ahead and start trying to build up some monster mass and getting those guaranteed critical hits. And I think what ended up happening, although I don't remember, it might be in a different war, I think I ended up pushing him to 15 stacks in this fight because I was not getting the bleeds I was hoping to get. But I can't remember for sure, so we'll see how this plays out here in a minute. I got pushed to a special 3. I should have launched my special 2. I forgot that it was unblockable, I think, is what happened there. Or I was worried it was going to trigger rock stacks or something. So, but anyway, so far doing all right. And so this might not be the fight that happened, though it might be. We'll have to see. I think this one was okay, but there was a fight in another war that'll be coming out here in a little while, hopefully, that I think I ended up pushing Thing to 15 stacks and getting pulverized because my bleeds just were not triggering like I would expect them to. They gave us a Kitty Pride on this node, so Nimrod's going to have a blast as long as I play well. I'm pretty sure I played fine on this fight. I'm pretty sure this was one of the ones that went well. But we shall see. It's been a while since I fought it. So, but Nimrod is a built-in Kitty Pride killer with his prowess removal. So just gotta beat her down pretty much. Pretty easy fight with Nimrod. The thing I love about this Path 6 is if you have a Nimrod, most of the time they're gonna place mutants on this path because they get prowess and the paths are focused on prowess champs. So most of the time, and yeah, so I think this thing that's the mini boss thing that gets the unstoppable from the node, I think is the one where I had some difficulty. So anyway, like I was saying, Path 6, there's gonna be mutants. That node that Kitty was on, the two toughest fights for Nimrod on that node are Bishop, because the Bishop fights are kind of 50-50 with Nimrod. I forgot to turn my notifications off so you get to see my emails pop up. And the other fight that is actually a semi-difficult one there is Storm, OG Storm, because OG Storm is now shock immune after her buff. So it doesn't make it an impossible fight for Nimrod, but it does lengthen the amount of time it takes to finish that fight off. So I got hit by Thing's Unstoppable there. I forgot about the Unstoppable again there. I think I still soloed this fight, but I definitely slipped up a couple of times. Or no, this may be where, yeah, that was it right there, where I accidentally triggered the Unstoppable, and then took a combo, and then tried to fight through it, and ended up getting beat because of... But I was dealing with double Unstoppable because of the node, and then I didn't get the bleeds after his node Unstoppable expired, so I ended up triggering his regular Unstoppable from his rock stacks. So that's what happened there. And then he only had 4%, so we brought in Nimrod to go ahead and finish off that fight. But yeah, a really frustrating death that should not have happened. I was very disappointed in that particular fight. Because I know better, and I can play better than that. So let's jump over to the last section. I don't remember. Oh yeah, okay. So Boss Island, right side. I think this might be the war where I took multiple mini boss fights. But Cersei on the Safeguard node. I hate fighting Cersei. She's awful. But Hood, I think, is my best option, even though I have Doom and Claire ranked up as well, and Sim Supreme. I felt like Hood was the best option for this Boss Island. Mainly, not even for Cersei, but for Terrax, because when Terrax was one of the Cavi Q bosses, I found that Hood destroyed that boss, and he's a really good counter for Terrax. So this was the fight that I was telling you about a little bit earlier, that the stun from my special one shock expiring actually ended up costing me, because she got stunned and I thought I could kill her before she got to the special 3, but I tried to kill her and she ended up getting the special 3 and I didn't do enough damage to knock her off, and so I ended up getting hit with a special 3, but thankfully it did not do as much damage as I thought it would, so I was able to survive. So I went ahead and healed up here before this Terrax fight, just to make sure I didn't put a third death on this war. But Hood is great for Terrax in my experience. The only thing I'm having to do in these fights that I don't normally do with Hood is I have to trigger my invisibility manually, A lot of the time I'm playing Hood, I'm running him with the Ghost and Wasp, so we get the invisibility to start off the fight. But I am, as I said earlier, we have that Mole Man synergy, so as you can see, my Hex bullets up in the top, I've stayed above 30-something Hex bullets pretty much the whole war, which I know that some people struggle with Hood, using Hood because they run out of Hex bullets. If you run the Mole Man synergy, you pretty much never will, because you're getting 3 every time you knock them down. So anytime you throw a special, you get 3. Anytime you throw a heavy to expire the curse, I can't remember what the actual name of those is, the charges that he builds up with the bullets. Every time you knock them down, you're getting 3 back. So it's pretty hard to run out when you're running Hood and Mole Man. And then we got another Kitty Pryde. This is the Bane node, I believe. And y'all know what's happening now. It's Nimrod. Nimrod is by far this season's MVP. He's been on almost every war team. May have been on all the war teams this season. He's fantastic. He would be instant rank 3 and probably, I mean, I don't do instant rank 3s because I never have that kind of resources to do it when I get a new champ. But if I get a 6-star Nimrod, he will quickly go to rank 4. He's incredible. So easy fight, even with the Bane node, which is sometimes a pain. And so that was that for that war. I don't know who took the Mojo boss, and then let's see how we finished up. Oh, sorry, war team. That's the wrong one. War victory screen. Here we go. We ended up losing this war, but like I called it in the last video, I did get an MVP slot. Unfortunately, that slot was in a losing effort, but I got the #1 MVP slot when you solo 3 boss island fights, and when you solo 3 boss island fights and you clear out 2 whole sections on a path, then that gives you a good chance at that. So I was able to snag an MVP just like I called in our last video. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe my channel. It's tinyurl.com/subparsummoner. You can hit me up on Twitter if you have video ideas or just want to comment. I'm at PastorCoco2. And that's it for this video, and I hope all of your pulls are subpar.